Riot Grrrl was an underground movement created by a group of women who hung out in Olympia, Washington during the early 90s, when punk music was at its prime. The Riot Grrrl movement was deeply connected with the music and young girls who want to rock out without having to uphold the standards men have put on them. These bands often address topics like rape, sexual assault, domestic abuse, sexuality, racism, and female empowerment. Although Riot Grrrl started just being about keeping girls safe at punk shows and went deeper than that, often at punk shows, women would be shoved around and abused because some men described the punk scene as only being a guy thing. They would be unnecessarily rough and completely inconsiderate towards the women. Men would go out of their way to make girls at the show feel uncomfortable. They would even go as far as sexually assaulting the women.
Sick to death for going to gigs and coming back with bruises and broken ribs. It's not fair because lads get everything, yeah? They're allowed to do what they want and we have to stand in the back.
Riot Grrrl was such an important thing in the early 90s because it was hard to be a woman, just like any other time in history. Riot Grrrl was not only just a group of women trying to break the patriarchy, but it was also about women, especially young girls, being able to feel empowered and not oppressed with low self-confidence. This movement thrived off of their fans freely expressing themselves. This was greatly shown through the encouragement to make your own zine, which was pretty much a DIY magazine. These were created out of love, art, and a force of passion ready to knock over anyone who opposed them. Each sign were centered around main points of politics or societal issues, but each one had a unique art flair. Watching such young girls be so educated and creative only fueled everyone involved. The songs written by Riot Grrrl bands, Bikini Kill, Huggy Bear, and El Tigre had specific meanings within their songs. Every song either had a lyric or the song in general was about something they thought was important for women to learn. Some spoke of how young women could express themselves and support other women. Society then, and especially now, are constantly pitting women against each other. This is something that is shown constantly through social media. Riot Grrrl bands and the girls that followed them stressed the importance of females loving one another rather than succumbing to jealousy and becoming aware of unconscious bias. They showed this by going around and asking women to join them in weekly meetings where they supported one another and discussed topics that they were passionate about. This is also where zines would be created and showcased.